T-Pain is rebuilding the Clubbox to have headlining acts, and we are going to predict everything the Clubbox and T-Pain have in store. First of all, let's get onto the T-Pain teasers. We know about T-Pain's involvement from these two videos, so let's get onto the first one. It shows a Summer Song Clubbox trailer, and then T-Pain says, "Guess it's up to me. Gotta get these monsters in line." Then it plays what sounds like Anglo and Atmos. Now, I would assume this is part of T-Pain's act, but we'll get onto that later in the video. But for now, let's explain the second video. It shows Bill getting a call about T-Pain talking about the Clubbox, and we see a blueprint of stages. They are really low quality, so we don't get much of a good look though, but we can sort of get a glimpse of how it would look a stage. And it cuts to this screen. Quite ominous, although it does not give us much to go off. Another teaser came out as I was writing this video. How unfortunate. And it shows Clubbox's powered down form and shows us the date of the trailer. 3 PM GMT British time, if anyone is bothered. It is tomorrow though, not today, because 3 PM GMT already happened today. Anyway, I actually really like how this looks, but we already have a Clubbox Summer Song costume, so I actually don't think it will power up, but I'll get onto that later in the video. This is like all the parts of the box we got to see. Yeah, that's cool. But how I think the Clubbox is going to work, I mean, it is pretty simple. You get these tickets maybe by doing goals or the monsters generating it on the island. Let's call them hyper tickets. The Clubbox Island is free at level 20. You go to Clubbox Island and you go on a screen where it says like Act 1, Pomily, and then the coming soon boxes or something, because I imagine not all of them are going to be out on day 1. You tap on Act 1, Pomily, and you get put on a blank stage. It is almost like a fully new island. To obtain monsters, it would require these hyper tickets. Maybe you can transfer them in the market, or you get them from quests/goals. Once you have one singular hyper ticket, you can begin the stage. Another thing you could begin doing is subscribing. We are so close to 10k, I can literally feel it. Please subscribe if you are liking the video, it would mean the world to me. Clubbox's powered down form is in the middle, and you tap on it. It acts as a structure connecting the island, sort of like the Nexus nucleus, where it generates the currency for the island depending on the monsters that you have. It has outlines of all these Pomily members. If you tap on one, it says to get, in this case, PomPom, you need to bake 1 million food, earn 10 million coins, earn 10 diamonds, and once you complete that goal, you are allowed to place a PomPom down directly from the Clubbox, which activates stage 2 of the island, controlling it. You can slightly change the lighting or change the tempo of the song like Composer. It is fully customizable. It is your own like playground, like MSM Playground, like inside the Clubbox, and how inside the Clubbox is the playground. I just made that up on the spot. That was tough. Anyway. And like you can evolve to a bigger stage, and you get costumes for the monsters maybe. And then at level 5 you get more costumes, you evolve to a bigger stage, maybe like costume based off the monsters' concept art, based off certain themes such as partying. And with a full collection, the Clubbox could hold up to 100 hyper tickets. Now, let's get on to the second Leslie hinted at part of this update. I accidentally deleted the evidence, but it was something from Monster Handler David. I was going through the screenshot folder and I wiped it, and then I realised the evidence I spent like days gathering for this video was in there, so it was a bit dumb of me. And yes, I checked the recycling bin. But anyway, I had a conversation with Jen in official MSM Discord, and it went like this. I want to say a prediction, but it's really far-fetched. I want to hear it. But I think it's some sort of new collection thing where you like build something up. I'm not too sure. I have some proof on my laptop though. That proof is now deleted. And then she said, "Ooh, that's an interesting theory." And then I said, "If it's right, can you add 1 diamond to my account tomorrow?" She reacted with 1 diamond emoji. I was thinking of like what could you even be collecting? And it came to me. Collectible cards. They're in Monster Decks, a highly active Discord bot where you collect monsters, and they have these like monster related cards. Maybe you transfer the hyper tickets into these card packs, open these cards, and once you get a full collection of a certain card, like all naturals, you get like 100 diamonds. It's just an idea for out there, obviously. I don't think it's gonna happen in that way, but yeah. For future acts, I think T-Pain is definitely going to get an act. We also think he is the Water Legendary. I know he got it shown, and again, I would like to clarify, it is not a leak. I would not show a leak on my channel. And yet, but I do understand some people don't want to get spoiled for it, and therefore I'm not going to bring up the shown stuff. Or show him, really. T-Pain's act would probably consist of very watery type monsters and Atmos, because I swear I heard Atmos in the end of that trailer. So I'm talking like Angler, heard in the trailer. Toadjammer, Bowhead, Shelby, like the classic water monsters everyone thinks of, and obviously T-Pain. If I had to guess when T-Pain's act would drop, it would be like near the end of March alongside Extravaganza, when we would get T-Pain's act. I would also like to showcase this design made by Sour Banana 013, which shows off T-Pain's masked singer costume and mixing it with some monstery elements. I think this is actually a really smart and good idea too, and honestly I would have preferred it more than what we actually got revealed to. If you're asking why the Pomily, well Jen said this in the clip. We are getting 2 Pomily related updates this month. I think it was in February. Look ahead, but I'll play the clip. One of them I feel like is pretty self-explanatory. Is Epic TooToo. It has been 70 days since we got Epic Rubik counting update day. We are far overdue for one Epic Magical. I imagine the colour tone, it will rather be like really bright or really dark. There is no in between. This design by Sour Banana pretty much sums up what I think of Epic TooToo. Our third Epic Magical, our first light Epic Magical too, which also closes the Pomily over. All the variants and monsters for now are done, which means they are due for one last epic showdown on Pomily Island. Yay! I just want to say, if it works in like Axe, it opens up so much stuff for the game. Combinations of monsters, like you could have Celestials, Woblins, any monster together on an island. Like Dawn of Fire Outer Islands have any monsters together. It's gonna be so good, and it can be updated so much faster. And oh my god, I can't wait for this update. 1 PM GMT, I will be streaming. We're gonna do like 2 hours of island review, and then we're gonna check out the update, and then I'm gonna end the stream and get the video out tonight, the discovery video. And so everyone, come watch that stream. We're getting to 10k. Please subscribe.